Hey everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Studios Temple of Gloom set. This came out in 2001, and it's technically not just a LEGO Studio set. It's also an adventure set because you do get Johnny Thunder. The main build here is the Temple of Gloom. It's not really a temple, it's kind of like the entrance to a temple. You could imagine this being much bigger in universe, but as it stands, this thing is actually pretty cool. It's a fairly simple build, you know, very straightforward techniques and all that. A little shrubbery off to the side. I like the skeleton skull right there. I even have a scorpion at the edge too. And the entranceway, you can see at the end here, this is kind of like the MacGuffin for Johnny Thunder to try to get. This is a little gem right here. And you got some flames shooting out at the top. Yeah, it's a pretty simple build, although there is something that in here that is actually really cool. And you can see there's this knob right here and this knob back here, and when you pull either one of those, the plates that are kind of like on the walkway, they just kind of fall down and collapse. So that's a really fun play feature. It's very simple. You can see exactly how that works, but I don't know, it's impressive that they incorporated a play feature like that into such a small build. And I bet kids would enjoy that quite a lot. Like, you can imagine you have Johnny Thunder right here. He's about to get the gem, but then, all of this, the plates just fall, and he kind of like falls into like a pit or whatever. So, I don't know, I think that's kind of fun. And since this is a LEGO Studio set, you of course get a camera, and it's a very simple build. You can articulate the camera quite a lot. You can have it point all the way like that. You can bring it, you can shoot it up like that, and then they have a little tape in here that you can kind of slide into this slot in the back. It's pretty loose, so if you try to like angle that back, it'll just fall out, which is kind of annoying, but not too big of a deal. Little reels right here and a lever. Pretty simple build, but I do love the camera piece itself. This is just a 1x1 brick, but like this actual piece right here, it's really cool, and it definitely appeared in studio sets a lot, but it's still a really cool piece nonetheless. You get two minifigures in this set with Johnny Thunder on the left and a cameraman on the right. And both of these figures, given that they came out in 2001, were pretty simple, just like the rest of the set, but I still like them a lot. And actually pretty good torso printing for both of them. See, Johnny Thunder also has a revolver as one of his accessories, which is such a great LEGO gun piece. Sounds kind of weird to say, but it is. And he also has a revolver printed on his torso. You can see it's like tucked behind his belt. That's a pretty cool detail. And that is like the classic Johnny Thunder minifigure. Great to see that here. Love that figure so much. Just a LEGO icon, honestly. And the cameraman, his torso printing is actually pretty detailed for 2001. And you can see he's a little tag at the bottom which says something cameraman LEGO Studios. I can't read what that top line says, but the second line is cameraman and the bottom line is LEGO Studios. So if anybody knows what that top line reads, I would love to know. But yeah, he also has this classic blue baseball hat. That's just a fantastic piece. It's so nostalgic for me. I have so many of those hat pieces. You can see it even says cameraman on the back. Impressive that it is back torso printing, because once again, this is an old set. And he has a pretty common face print for LEGO Studios as well. If you remove both of their hats, you can get a better look at their face printing. You can see the guy on the right, the cameraman, has some awesome glasses that are like above his eyes, and they don't have any back facial printing because their hats don't cover that up, so it just wouldn't make sense because you would just see two faces. Before we get on to the final verdict of the set, I did want to show that this does include a LEGO Club advertisement. You can see this little pamphlet right here. There's even this little membership like form that you could fill out, you know, to become a member. And I'm really curious if you sent this in today, if it would still work or not. But yeah, just thought I would show that off. The set also includes a little poster / advertisement for some other sets and themes. And I just do want to take a look at this real quick because it has some early 2000s LEGO sets. Let's see, LEGO Racers. Oh gosh, not the best theme. Very weird in a bad way. Just very un-LEGO-like, if that makes sense. Like, it's kind of hard to look at this and say, hey, that's a LEGO set. You know, It just looks really, really weird. I don't know, I'm not a fan of that. Lego Studios though, which this is a studio set, they have the Steven Spielberg set. That thing is really cool. I would love to get that, but it's so much money, especially because of that camera, which for those of you who don't know, it actually works. And then Life on Mars. Cool theme. Not my favorite space theme from Lego by any means, but they have some cool sets. I do like the alien figures that they had a lot. Yeah, those are cool. And on the back, we have some Lego Sports, which is a theme I really want them to bring back. And they have the soccer ones right here. Great theme. Old Star Wars. I believe that was the first Millennium Falcon that they made. And yeah, very different from what they do nowadays. And Knight's Kingdom. That's King Leo's castle, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And then Alpha Team. I would love to get some Alpha Team sets too. Yeah, that was a cool theme. And then they have Bionicle at the top, the first wave of Bionicle. That looks so cool. Get all these Toa right here, all 6 of them, the original Toa. Oh, that makes me like die of nostalgia inside. So for those of you that have seen my latest video, the one I made before this, which is where I looked through the October 2020 Lego catalog, I did at one point mention that I would be getting something kind of related to Lego Adventures pretty soon. And well, this is what I was referring to exactly. And yeah, so just a little fun fact there. And this set originally cost $7, and don't let the pricing sticker fool you, because it says $6. I guess this particular store just had it for a little bit cheaper, but the actual original retail price is $7. And you know, if this set was released nowadays, it would definitely be worth a lot more, not just because of inflation. And also, they don't really do sets like this anymore. You know, this is a very simple build, and the minifigures are pretty simple in terms of like their printing and all of that. And the sets that they make nowadays would have just more detail, and they're just more complex overall. So that would also make it worth a lot more. But considering the time period that this came out in, I think $7 for this is a good price. You know, it's a small set, so it's definitely warranting of that small price. And my overall thoughts on the set, well, I really, really like it. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Yeah, this thing's awesome. The main reason I got this particular set was because Lego Studios and Lego Adventures are 2 themes that I really want some sets from. And this kind of gave me a taste of both of them in one small set. But especially Lego Adventures, I just really want some sets from. Yeah, but they're Lego Studios and Adventure sets are both pretty expensive, especially Adventures ones, unfortunately. But yeah, I do love this set. Once again, I love the play feature where you pull that knob and all those plates come falling down. I have to admit, I had some fun just messing around with that. It's so simple, but it's very enjoyable to just play around with, and I bet kids would love that. And you know, I just think it's a great set because of that. You know, it's a small little thing, but you get a lot of bang for your buck, and you get good figures too. You know, you get Johnny Thunder. Once again, he's a Lego icon, and you get this cool cameraman as well. So yeah, very happy about this. Would I recommend buying this secondhand, even though it's like well retired? I would, if you can find it for a good price, definitely. And thankfully, this is not a super expensive set. I probably paid around $15 for this, or $20 if you include shipping. But yeah, the thing itself, $15, around that. And yeah, that's not much to pay at all. Yeah, I would definitely recommend getting this if you're into Lego Studios and Adventures. So yeah, I definitely like this thing a lot once again. And yeah, I would definitely recommend it, even though it is retired and a lot more expensive than it once was. But yeah, with that, I'm going to end the review there. So thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.